Yeah, I was going to welcome back to another video. So yeah, let's talk about the Steam machine. So should you guys buy this in 2026? My answer is absolutely. If you look at the modern day, whether you call it culture or just like the state of gaming, like in general, like it's been like digital for a while now, And PlayStation has this thing where they start releasing their games on PC alongside they're already in-home console, right? So to me, what the Steam machine is, again, you're gonna have the Xbox Game Pass, you're gonna have the PlayStation games, because apparently PlayStation doesn't have any more exclusives anymore. And then you're also gonna have the PC library, which is Steam. Steam actually has some really good games, like already. So there you have like a triple double, kind of like in basketball. You have like Sony, Xbox, and then you also have PC. So it's obviously providing a lot of value. Now, the one thing I can say is that we don't know what's going to go down with the PlayStation 6 and that next Xbox. We know it's supposed to come out, I think it's been like theorized maybe 2027. So, I mean, that is possible, like right after the GTA 6 release. So, to me, I mean, it's kind of like a clear front winner. Obviously, it would depend on like the pricing and stuff, but I mean, it kind of looks similar to an Xbox Series. Like, I'm not gonna lie, just again, you have access to multiple different platforms. You're not locked down to just one platform. Like you have everything. Versus PlayStation, like it's PlayStation, and then like that's it. Obviously, there's Xbox games here and there, but Xbox isn't PlayStation. Also, with the Xbox, I feel like they're a lot more friendlier when it comes to not gatekeeping their games. Like you don't have to have just an Xbox series just to play their games. You can have a PC. You could stream their games. If your PC is capable of it, you could do Game Pass. I think on your phone. Because they got like this little vacuum thing that I might end up talking about for mobile gaming. So I mean, you have all these different ideas. When it comes to Xbox, you could actually call it ecosystem because they also have the Xbox ROG uh, Ally X. It's kind of like a mouthful. I think I just mixed up some words there. But when it comes to the Steam machine, there's so much potential that they could do. And then obviously add in the customizable element where, you could take off the front plate. You could use your ROG Ally X, as kind of like a second screen, similar to how like the Switch is like the Um, you have like the handhold mode, and then you dock it, and then it's on the screen. I can see there being something similar with the Steam ecosystem. You have the Steam machine, and then you have like the handhold. I forgot what the handhold's called. It'll come back to me. And then again, similar to how PC and Xbox are already kind of like expanding. They're doing mobile stuff. They're got their handheld. Sony's kind of taking their sweet time. Not getting their stuff together. And like it would have been cool if with like the PlayStation Portal, I think they're adding more features to it as we speak. What they plan on doing, I'm not really too sure, but I still think PC probably is going to be the future of gaming if it's not already, the present day of gaming. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, we're in a digital age. Everything's moving towards digital. Like the subscriptions. You see even Nintendo with the physical cartridge. That situation where all the game isn't on the cartridge is only like a piece of it, or you're getting vouchers to games, even though you have the case. So I mean, again, you buy it, but you don't really own it. You don't have that tangible object that you paid money for. So I mean, that's the only thing that's probably gonna suck about the Steam machine is that there's not gonna be any tangible like collector's editions. Or if there is, there would be like a voucher or something. Obviously, I can't speak too much on it because it hasn't came out, but I do see a lot of potential with the Steam machine. because of, again, the PlayStation library, the Xbox library, and you also have the Steam library. So you have to think about, what type of games you're trying to play. I feel like, you know, the days of exclusivity is like, long gone. I feel like that might have been over and done with, last generation with the whole PlayStation 5. And then I feel like once PlayStation started putting their games on PC, kind of just like gave away like their rights, to exclusivity, like for them at least. Xbox was kind of, I feel like, already putting their stuff on Windows and PC. But once PlayStation did it, I mean, that kind of ended the whole console wars, like right there. I mean, what's even crazier is that PlayStation and Xbox actually have similar AMD architecture. Like they use this similar like chips and stuff. I didn't realize. I've been playing PlayStation forever, so I mean, it's kind of not really something I paid attention to. But like I said, I could kind of see the Steam machine taking off if Valve does it right. I mean, we could have a situation where we have a really another big game changer. Obviously, like I said, it's going to be straight digital, but I mean, it's kind of been pushed on us, the past couple of years as well. When the PS5 first came out, physical edition, digital edition. Same thing with Series X, physical, digital. So, I mean, we'll see, what happens. But at the end of the day, thank you guys so much for listening to what I had to say. Hopefully, the Steam machine will be a good addition to the video game consoles. See you guys in the next one. Peace.